In case you weren't aware, there was a huge Nintendo leak recently relating to the Wii generation of consoles. This leak included the source code for some of the Pokemon games from the time on the DS/3DS, and a few more leaks such as internal videos on the N64. And one of the most interesting things to me about this leak was there was an internal PowerPoint presentation on the current friend code system that we use today, and I'm going to go through their principles of why they use this system and do a bit of analysis about what I think. So here's the slide, I'll put it up in front of you. And what the slide says is, to realize this friend function, 12-digit friend codes are used. At first, there were opinions that instead of 12-digit numbers, a freely chosen screen name would be better. Problems using screen names include, there is a high probability of duplicate screen names. When this happens, multiple re-entries are required, conflicts with the simple principle. It's possible to guess someone's screen name by trying different variations of their actual name, conflicts with the comfortable principle. So the first thing that's interesting here is that they did consider using the normal username-based process, which both the Xbox and PlayStation use, but they obviously found problems with this. Although, saying that, they did actually use that system for the Wii U, but to be honest, who remembers the Wii U at this point? I know it was a great console, but the adverts made it seem like an attachment to the Wii, and no one bought it. It was the worst marketing campaign ever. So, these core principles that they have, simple and comfortable, these make sense when you consider their main market, which is children. So firstly, the principle of simple, the probability of there being duplicate screen names. If you're a kid, you have a name that you want to use. It might be your own name, it might be any name. You don't want to be messing around putting, like, I don't know, 0125 at the end of your name, something like that. You just don't want it, and that would be annoying, and it might upset you if you're a child. If you think, like, people play Nintendo games from 5 years plus, so I can understand that one. That makes sense. And also, it makes it a lot more simple that you don't have to go through that. You can just put your name on your console as your actual name, and often simplicity is the beauty of a Nintendo console. The other one, comfortable, definitely makes sense when you think of kids. A lot of kids just use their real name as their username, and this means that they would be searchable and findable, which could be a big problem if you don't want your kids communicating with random adults online. Like, I certainly wouldn't want mine if I had kids. This comfortable principle also applies to everyone. You don't really want your boss to be able to search your name and find out how much Animal Crossing you were playing during the day when you should have been doing work, especially if you're working from home at the moment due to the current situation. If you think about my earlier point that Nintendo consoles are adopted by people of all ages, I think that's really key in looking at these principles, simple and comfortable. It could also be the same reason that Nintendo doesn't have party features or inbuilt game chat like other consoles do, that you have to download an app. If it's designed for kids, you don't really want to go into your Smash game and have people shouting and swearing at you like you do in COD games on other consoles. It's ridiculous. So it's a minor inconvenience to us, to the adults. We just have to hop on Discord. But that's not the biggest problem in the world. And I think that actually from this, I think the friend code system does work. It's a little bit irritating. You have to save your friend code somewhere if you want to easily be able to share it, or you can do it take a screenshot of the app or whatever. But I think it does work, and I understand why it's different. And I don't mind if they keep using it going forward. I equally don't mind if they change it, but I certainly understand the principles behind it, which hopefully after watching this video you do too. So thanks for watching this. Let me know if you've seen anything else in the leak you'd like me to cover. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.